What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So what would you say is the most important issue right now? We're talking about, we have a 2026 midterm right around the corner. We just saw a few state elections for governor. What do you think is the most important issue to the American people? I'm going to show you guys a clip today. We're going to talk a little bit about this, but in my mind, I've been saying this for a very long time. It's the economy. It's all about the economy. It's the economy. It's the economy. It's the economy. So I'm going to show you this clip, but first off, you guys could do me a favor. If you watch this video all the way through and you really appreciate what I'm doing here, you can like the video. Please share the video with your family and friends and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the clip. Here we go.
This, as a new poll finds, about 70% of Americans say groceries are more expensive now than they were a year ago. And about 60% of them are blaming President Trump.
And this is what it's all about. It's all about the economy. So we just saw the previous election in the governor's race, the Virginia race. We saw Prop 50 in California pass for redistricting. So right now, people are focused on the economy. And President Trump, he's not really making things better, because when he's being interviewed, he's talking about how the economy is doing well and how people are doing well and how the price of groceries are going down.
The cost of Thanksgiving and the cost of living through Thanksgiving and enjoying Thanksgiving. For Joe Biden, it was 25% more than it is for me. At a later time, our energy costs are way down. Our groceries are way down. Everything is way down. And the press doesn't report it. The press reports whatever the con people say. You know, I call the Democrats con men and women. They make up numbers. But when you look at 25% reduction in costs for Thanksgiving between Biden and me, meaning this administration, that's a tremendous number. It's the biggest reduction in costs in the history of that chart, or whatever it is they do. That they do a synopsis of everything. They cover every element of Thanksgiving meals. 25% down. So I don't want to hear about the affordability, because right now we're much less. If you look at energy, we're getting close to $2 a gallon gasoline. With Biden, it was $4.50, $5. Another thing, inflation. We had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Now we have virtually no inflation at all. It's down at a very low number and a very normal number. So the affordability is much better with the Republicans. The only problem is the Republicans don't talk about it. And Republicans should start talking about it and use their heads, because we have great numbers. We have and they're going to only get better when all these jobs open up, all these factories open up that are being built all over our country. We are building auto plants. We're building AI plants. We're leading in AI over China and everybody else. When all of these plants start opening, we're going to have a revolution, a positive revolution, economic revolution like never before. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Gasoline prices are way down. Grocery prices are way down. Energy prices are way down. Mortgage rates are down. We have a real stiff at the Federal Reserve. I can't help that. But he's going to be leaving soon. And inflation has been defeated. But even though his rates are too high, the economy has been amazing. Inflation. Back home, we had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Energy costs are down. You know, energy costs are way down. Gasoline prices are way down. Grocery prices are way down. We have a little problem with beef. We're going to get that down very quickly, but the prices are way down.
That's not true. And people know that's not true. And this was the first time they were able to show their dissatisfaction with how things are going. And so we'll have to see what happens from now until 2026 midterm. But the problem right now is prices are too high. And even the mayoral race in New York, Mamdani won, and he won on affordability. That's what he talked about. And so we'll see if Democrats are able to really harness this whole affordability thing and really go after some of the Republicans who are supporting Trump currently, because we'll have a midterm election. So Congress is going to be up, or at least the House will be up. All of them will be up for re-election. And then we'll have 1/3 of the Senate. But are we going to hear more about affordability and how you're going to make things less expensive for the American people? And as I stated before, I've stated this over and over again. Remember when President Trump ran, he talked about inflation. Every time he was out there, he was talking about inflation. He even did a speech where he had all these different items from the grocery store and saying that everything is too expensive and we're going to bring prices down. We're going to do it fast. Well, he hasn't done that. And that's why people are saying, well, wait a minute, you made these promises and now we're looking at prices and they're higher. And you saw that study and they show that 60% of the American people right now are upset with the president as a result of the economy, as a result of prices. They didn't come down. And they're probably going to go up even higher if we keep these tariffs going. And I don't understand why people don't get this. But when it comes to these tariffs, guess who pays the tariff? The company that's purchasing the product in the U.S. If I have a business and I need to buy a product and it's in another country and there's a tariff on that country, when I order that product, I pay the person in the other country, so I'm going to pay them to get the product sent to me. When that product comes to me, I have to pay a tariff in order to receive that product. And that tariff goes right to the federal government. So I'm paying the tariff. And then I have a decision to make at that point. I can pass the cost on to the consumer, or I can just eat the cost. So if I eat the cost, then that's going to bite into my profits. And so what a lot of companies will do is they'll just pass it on to the consumer. And the consumer is going to pay for that tariff. So that foreign business is not paying a tariff to send the products over to you. You're paying the tariffs in order to receive those products. And people still are not getting this right. And they're thinking, no, these tariffs are really hurting these companies in other countries. It's not. It really isn't, because it's a supply and demand. If we really want those products, guess what? We're going to pay for them, and we're going to pay more. And then the other argument is, okay, well, that's going to inspire people in the U.S. to start making some of these products themselves. That's possible, but we haven't seen it yet. We're not seeing it on a large scale. You just heard President Trump just a few weeks ago talking about he wants to buy beef from Argentina. And the reason why he wants to buy beef from Argentina, because we have a shortage of beef in the U.S. right now, and the prices are going up when it comes to beef. If you go to the grocery store right now and you look for, to buy beef, you're going to see that those prices have increased. And so now the solution that he's thinking about doing is buying from another country. And now you have cattle farmers in the U.S. saying, wait, hold on. I thought it was America first. We have beef here. Yes, we have a shortage. There's a supply and demand issue. But we still have beef here. We want to sell our beef. And so why would you ship in beef from another country? Because that's going to lower the value of our beef. And so you see, right now, it's all about the economy. And if we see that in 2026, and if President Trump doesn't have any real solutions, and when you think about it, it's going to be hard to get prices to go down. That's a hard task. But the president, when he was running for president, he made it seem like this is easy. This is a no-brainer. We're going to bring prices down real fast. But it's hard to do, because once companies raise their prices, a grocery store, once they raise their prices, they don't come down very fast. And so now the current administration, they're in a real bad situation, because prices probably aren't going to come down by the 2026 midterms. And you're going to have all these people on the Republican ticket trying to defend this whole situation with inflation and the cost of things going up. And so we'll have to see how things play out, but I just wanted to show you that clip. I want to know what you guys think about this. What has been your experience? When you go to the grocery store, are prices less expensive? Are they more expensive? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.